Hey, what's up guys? This is EV Addicted and I haven't done any videos recently. If you watch my channel, you would know that about 7 to 8 months ago I traded my 2014 Nissan Leaf SL for, not this one, for 2016 30 kilowatt hour Nissan Leaf SV. So it's one step down from the trim level, so I lost the leather seats, fog lights, and the 3 additional cameras, so I have only backup camera. So while I'm waiting for the maintenance, my first maintenance of the Nissan Leaf I'm leasing right now, the 2016, for its first 7,500 miles, which is pretty much just the tire rotation, and my state inspection is due. So I noticed my dealership has the new 2018, the second generation Nissan Leaf, and we all heard about, does not have the battery cooling management. It just preheat the battery in very cold weather, which is a big disappointment for me. And I decided to sit inside to see how it feels. Now the first thing I noticed, they got rid of that huge mirror which would detect the headlights behind you if there's a car at night and would dim automatically. Now this is just mirror, which on the other side is probably a good thing because create much less blind spot. In the first generation Nissan Leaf, my SL 2014 and my current I'm leasing 2016 SV, this mirror here is a huge problem for somebody like me, like 6 feet 3 inches, which is 189 centimeters tall guy. At the lower position of the seat, my side of view is exactly in this mirror. So what happens with the generation 1 of Nissan Leaf, the mirror completely in some situations cover a car. Like imagine in an intersection there is a car coming this way, and this can completely blind spot it, so you're not gonna be aware. On the other side, if you're turning to the right, if you like in a curve that is curving to the right, you have kind to ditch your head down to be able to see actually where you're going, where the road is going. So that's okay. I'm not gonna take too much. Here is pretty much the same. They add some emergency button here. You're gonna recognize many elements, the door panels. Now here is usability. Starting on this side, they got rid of all these annoying buttons. So pretty much the timer turning off is here button, and open the charging port. And that's it. Here you have actually trip reset. I'm not sure why I have to be over here, but anyway, you also have here adjustment for the brightness of the dashboard. Now here what they changed, I like it. I'm a tall guy, as I told you. I like the thing they changed, the design of the steering wheel. So I don't have actually now to push all the way back my seat in this second generation Nissan Leaf. So in order to be able to sit comfortably, so this helps now a lot. I can be like one step forward, as in my current Nissan Leaf 2016 I have to push the seat all the way back so my legs doesn't touch the steering wheel. But then I'm coming across the problem that I feel my arms are way too far from the steering wheel, so they're not so relaxed. They're pretty much very extended. Not the most comfortable situation. Here, what the heck, Nissan? It was so beautiful, so convenient to have the digital speedometer right there, right where you're looking. Normally, you're supposed to look while you're driving. Why I have to look there down to analog speedometer instead of digital, I don't understand. I know I cannot turn now the car on. I don't have keys, but I know in the displays you can change, and you actually have option to display the speed in digits. However, here nothing changed pretty much on that side either. No change. I see this SV actually has auto lights, like my SV doesn't have. Here I really like how the set is more intuitive. Adaptive cruise control. I don't use those buttons. The cruise controls activation, how you set it. On this side, audio controls. I do believe, you know, when you hold this hand, you don't really need to look at the steering wheel to know what button you touch, which is the case with my current generation 1 Nissan Leaf. Now moving over here, I know it's quite a change. Like, okay, the shifter is the same, just it's dark color. I like that the eco button is separated, so it's over here, and it's honestly, I never use it. And in generation 1, my current Nissan Leaf, it bothers me a lot sometimes when I try to press that cruise control button to activate the cruise control. Sometime it happened by mistake. I'm pressing the very identical button, the eco button, and you kind immediately feel this withdrawal of power, this eco way of driving. Here you have the e-pedal. I personally, I don't know what is exactly the, well, kind of is more increased B mode to me of what I've watched. Here you have the auxiliary, USB, and your 12-volt cigarette lighter jack, whatever. Here the button layout is pretty much remains the same to me. I'm just sharing with you guys my impression as I'm a current Nissan Leaf owner, generation 1, and I'm having, not owner, I'm leasing, let's be correct. And just my impression to find similarities and differences between the generation 1 and generation 2. Now something, I don't know if you can see it in the video, I just noticed this glossy material seems to attract fingerprints way too easy compared to generation 1. And not big a deal again. Cup holders, cool, you have this pocket for smartphone. But you know what, if you love in your generation 1 this storage, forget it. Here is at least the twice smaller than what used to be in a generation 1 Nissan Leaf. You still can store some items, but it's not as big as used to be. So like usability, this pretty much. Here the buttons, I like there's a physical buttons, map menu, audio, camera. So I love that they switch some stuff, at least as the volume, to knobs and the tune scroll. So I really love that moment. On the other side, something that have to be also as knobs, in my opinion, the fan speed and the temperature, because it's way easier to dial the desired temperature and dial the desired fan speed than pumping up and down while you're driving. They still have little bumps like in generation 1 Nissan Leaf, so you can, you know, touch and see. You don't have to look exactly at the buttons. Of course you can still accidentally press something else. So this is pretty much my first impressions of the interior. What I can tell you, I'm 6'3". I did this legroom test. I'm not gonna do it right now. You can see over here I have about 2 inches. However, if I sit behind myself, I have plenty of legroom. However, for a guy who is 6'3" or 189 centimeters, sitting behind myself, my head does touch the ceiling, so it's not in the back for very tall people. So that's it. Alright, just quick view to the cargo space. Honestly, it feels much bigger than the generation 1. It feels somehow deeper. I know it because this car is new, and well, here's your charging portable charger, emergency one, the EFC, which as far as I know supports 240 volts right now. So I guess you can take advantage of 3 kilowatt charging versus one. So it's pretty deep, nice cargo space. Does not have the SV model, the privacy divider. Something interesting I noticed here. I don't know if something happened to this car. Oh, it's a quality issue. But this panel popped out somehow. Looks like it does not mean, doesn't seems like you want to go back easily. So just a little thoughts. Otherwise, lonely car. But I will wait for Nissan to make a cooling on the battery. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Subscribe my channel, give me some likes, let me know in the comment section below what you think about. Share your opinion and your thoughts, and see you soon. Bye bye.